All right, time for a little channel update on the Rusty Pilot. As those of you that have been following along, we've got a new engine in the Bonanza. We've got about 15 hours on it, so it's broke in and ready to go do some basic training when it gets back. But while we were doing this, we went ahead and decided we would redo the entire panel and got a slot. You know, the panel you see there in front of you in the plane is a nice panel the way it sits, with the Aviation and Aspen parts, a nice engine monitor that we're going to keep. It was already a really nice plane, but the autopilot was not going to work with the current setup because I wanted to put a Garmin 500 series in there, so we had to make some changes. In the past, I have remodeled some houses as I got ready to sell them and thought, Lord, what am I doing? I would have loved all this remodeling, and I got none of the benefit of it because I sold the house immediately. So we decided we would just put the cash in, get the remodel going on. There's a 10-inch 3XI Garmin screen on one side, a G5 that's going to be installed, a Garmin 750, and then a Garmin 355 XI, and then the autopilot, a 500 series autopilot, where it all works together and it's all Garmin. The other big part of that is we're going to sell half the plane off. We're going to sell 2/4 shares, and that will be a big factor for folks buying in. You know, if you're coming from a Cirrus background or something that's a completely glass cockpit, that's what you're going to be looking to buy into, and you're going to be looking to buy into something that you know how to use. So that was another one of those deals, and we were like, if we're going to keep this plane another 10 years, might as well go ahead and do it now, add the people, hopefully get, you know, some more high time pilots in the plane, and it'd be nice if somebody was a CFI too. We got a few. I still want to get a few more people to come out and look after we get it done, but we're going to redo the interior, and the seats are about to come back from the upholstery shop. The upholstery shop that did some work for Gas Monkey Garage here in Dallas. This little lady's mama was on the show a whole lot, is doing that. They had done airplanes before and understood the burn certs, and then we've got some carpet samples coming next week. So going to be a completely redone interior, panel, and engine with a hangar at Addison on the corner that two people are going to be blessed to buy into, because I know I would have, and it'll be for about what I've got in the plane too. So it won't break the bank. It'll just be 4 people instead of 2 people in there. So totally excited about it, but we're going to repurpose some of the parts out of the airplane into my son's plane and his channel, 0 to ATP. And Joshua went out and bought Grumman AA1B before he bought a car with his own money, and we're going from nothing to, you know, a paying pilot job on our own dime. And if you've watched the channel, you've seen where I've run spreadsheets and showed you where you could come out a lot better than spending $150,000, $200,000 on your kid to get a 4-year degree, a CFI, and 350 hours. If I took the same money and bought an airplane and paid for fuel, I'd be out the fuel, and then I'd sell the airplane, the asset, at the end. We went a step beyond that and bought a $27,000 plane, and then got a membership into the local flight club for more complex stuff. Well, the $27,000 plane obviously didn't have a transponder or radios in it, so we're just taking those used parts, the trash, out of the V-tail, which is treasure when you put it in the little Grumman. But we'll be running 2 channels at that point, and totally excited about that. we're going to keep a running total of logged hours, and then what we got in it dollarized, where the next set of people will be able to make an informed decision about whether they want to go the school route, the military route, or just buy a plane and sell it at the end.